Well, I will tell you this. The city motto of South Bend, Indiana, Ridge Pile is peace. And peace is anything but what we're going to have here on center court here in the South Bend ACO Major. As these two teams have been invited to bring it, welcome. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO Ridge Pile, who is filling in for the Mississippi Ninja, who is currently embroiled in the singles division right now as we get to our ACO doubles final tonight between Kaleb and Isaac Hurt and Gary Bearpaw and Matt Gammon. What a match this really is going to be.
I think we're going to see a lot of blocks and a lot of airmails in this.
And I think as we've discussed, as we watch the Hurt Locker play together, Isaac and Kaleb, they tend to swap personalities when need be. Typically, there's the methodical nature of the way that Kaleb plays, and then when they need something aggressive, it's up to Isaac to go get it. But we've noticed lately there's a bigger roll bag now in Kaleb's game than there used to be. He has that low, powerful shot more so than he used to, but there's no question whatsoever that they were going to line up this way with he standing side by side with Gary Bearpaw, as they've done so many times before. And you do almost wonder, it's almost like mentor and student, next to one another. And on any given night, it depends on who's who.
You're right. I think that it's probably a good choice to put Kaleb against Bearpaw because Kaleb has a better block shot, I think, than Isaac does. And I think that the best chance that he has is to give the lower block shot. If he puts it up there within a bag length of the hole, Gary's going to push right through it. But if he drops it a little bit farther back than that, Gary's going to have a hard time pushing through that, and he's going to start the airmail. So he's got a great airmail. If he's strong with the airmail, it's going to be a very competitive game. If he's off on his airmail, I think it's going to be the difference.
And there's a great airmail right there from Matt. And, it's interesting that you talk about that game because right there's that low push that Isaac has. But Isaac's also been bragging on his what he calls the lethal airmail that he's developed now. So he has sort of picked up some of Kaleb's habit. Kaleb has picked up a little bit of Isaac's habit. I think unbeatable perhaps is what many have said as a doubles team, but we watched them face one another last night, and it was interesting to watch them change styles when they needed to accommodate the situation that they were in. So we'll watch as it continues to develop. I mean, ultimately 2-2 is not the only tie I don't think we'll see in this game.
No.
But what a great game this should prove to be.
And there's that
there it was.
attempted airmail over top of the block shot. And I think that's what he's going to do. The first bag is going to throw the block. If it works, great, and then he's going to just try to slide the rest of them in. But I think they're only going to see one block shot per set of four.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is you watch Isaac. He'll throw a low block knowing that later he can push it up where he wants it to try to score with it if his opponent has missed around the hole and leaves that middle open, or he'll just muscle it through. Not something you see Kaleb do very often, but Isaac has done a nice job of developing that opportunity. A couple of bags from
There goes his push.
Matt. There's going to be that
slide
strong
bag push. Ooh, not that strong.
Yeah, not strong enough. Not the power he normally puts behind it. There's one that's dropped back behind there. He did. He's asking right now.
Yeah, deciding. Yeah, is he going to step out and push out to the side, or is he going to airmail it? It looks like Kaleb has told him to go to the side and push.
Coming to low around 6
Ooh,
o'clock.
and he just shot it too high.
A little bit too high and off the back of the board, and that gives Matt an opportunity just to do what he wants, and he's going to lay low.
And, of course, Isaac told Kaleb that it was his fault for making him throw that shot.
Of course, well, right. That's why you ask advice from your partner, so you have someone to blame it on.
That kid's a lot smarter than we give him credit for, isn't he?
The loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with Ridge Pile here on the center court at the Century Center in South Bend, Indiana, the home of what has been a fantastic tournament, great weather, a Thanksgiving weekend that I think everybody has appreciated the opportunity to be with their families and then their ACO family, and we've seen some great competition, some great camaraderie, and just a good time had by all. Now, when you walk away with one of those big Happy Gilmore-sized checks, it's an even better weekend, and we'll find out who's going to do that after this game. Nice airmail there by Gary. He shakes his head as if to say, I should have been doing that all along. Oh, what a cleanup there. I mean, Kaleb is shaking his head like, oh, I didn't want to do that. But he did something. He didn't want to do something he did that most people can't do.
Right.
So
he only wanted to push 2 bags in, not 3.
Right. So 7-on-3, the Hurt Locker up on top of Gary Bearpaw and Matt Gammon.
That's a great blocker right there. See how much lower it is from the hole?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
And he'll go get that if he needs it. He'll push straight through it. He'll come in and push, there it is.
We just push it a little bit closer.
Yep. And then he knows he can clean those two up with a third bag. Oh, but Matt says, maybe not.
And I have to come in the side with this.
Can come in low and hard. And he gets at least
he got two of them in
there.
there.
Did he get the two?
I think he got the two, but he left the bag that he threw in front of the hole, which is not a bad shot. If that would have gone, it would have given
Matt,
get Matt, an easy shot in, but now Matt has to lay up.
Lay it up, yeah. That's true. Yeah, he did. He got them both. I couldn't see from this angle. I guess I should probably be watching the screen where I can see the entire angle, but I'm watching the boards like a dope. But what a great weekend it's been here in South Bend, thanks to our friends, all our different sponsors who have been part of everything through the course of the weekend. Hampton Farms, not the least of which, who has been with us through thick and thin throughout the last couple of seasons, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had a great weekend and seen some great games and some great shot making.
It was a testament to see the dedication of all the players that came out on this Thanksgiving weekend, and how many people were here actually on Thanksgiving Day. They had 4 boards set up at the hotel in the lobby when we pulled in at I think it was 9 or 10 o'clock at night on Thursday, and they were having a cornhole tournament on Thanksgiving, and there was probably 100 people lined up in the lobby.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Just goes to show the dedication of the ACO family, how much it means to all of the players.
Oh, boy. And as soon as that left his hand, you heard Isaac say, "Toll." I mean, he puts one in, drops one off the back, but that's still not up to his particular standards, so he's going to try to sneak one in the middle, and he does.
Bounced right over his bag.
Boy, and what's so crazy is he didn't even think about it. He said, that's where I need it to go, and that's where I'm going to put it. And do it again. They're going to come in light.
I think he wanted to leave it outside of the hole, actually, so that
that
was going to happen.
So the laundry basket jumbles up there, right there. Nicely done. And Matt taters Isaac and says, well, you baited me into it, and I fell for it, and I did it. Ah, damn it.
He got a hook in his mouth on that one.
All right, so the king seat belongs to the Hurts. They just have to win one. They have to be double-dipped by Gary Bearpaw and Matt Gammon, and we will have our winners over here to discuss their strategies at some point here, no matter who that happens to be.
Replacement bag. And that was that low one. Hard to push through.
Well, and again, we've talked about that just moments ago, that's not Gary's game. He doesn't like that game. And I think in a doubles scenario, when you know you've got a partner that can come back and fire hot, that gives Kaleb a little extra incentive to play the game, exactly the game that he wants to play. So Kaleb and Isaac hold on just the 2, so they add a little bit to their dozen. So 14-on-3 is the score now as we look to the crowning of a champion in our ACO doubles here in South Bend, Indiana, the Century Center court.
Good shot. Good shot by Matt there.
Just muscle right through there, up through the center spot.
Isaac doesn't even hesitate half the time. He just knows as soon as the bag hits the board, he's already launching.
Well, we've talked about that being and again another
the laundry basket
that just bunches up there as Philip calls it a whole big old pile of mess. You know, that's some of that Mississippi.
The missing ninja.
The missing Mississippi ninja. Actually, with the number of beers he's drank this week, I think that might not be a bad name, the missing sipping ninja. But yeah, that big pile of mess oftentimes will get cleaned up, but this particular time it does not. And Gary, boy, he has a sneaky bag. When you give him just enough real estate to get it in there, he finds a way. But 18-on-3, Kaleb and Isaac Hurt looking to try to secure yet another doubles championship. Look at that
great bag.
I mean,
but
he's not happy with it, but good golly.
Oh, jeez. I'm surprised that Gary laid up on that. He usually, like you said a second ago, has a way to sneak around those bags that are right on the edge. But he decided to lay up and not even go for it.
Boy, yeah, there's no fear right there. I mean, it's just, here's where I want to put it. Here's where I'm going to put it. Come on, Matt, see what you can do with that.
Good bag.
Yep. Gets up underneath Isaac's bag. Isaac puts the perfect blocker right in front of it. Oh, he comes up over top and he takes one of Isaac's bags in.
I think he's thinking about flopping it. Nope. Caleb's telling him, don't do it. Push through.
One time come through pushing hard, and he does it.
There
He
you go.
cleans that up. Nicely done. Opens that middle up for Matt. Boy, and yeah, that bag, it doesn't even have a chance to stop moving before Isaac's got his bag in motion.
He's got a chance to pick a couple points up here.
And
just missed it.
Boy,
A little bit left where he wanted to be.
Just a bit inside. 18-3, Kaleb and Isaac Hurt hoping to secure yet another championship, repeat the doubles championship that they took out of, well, for instance, almost everywhere we've gone, but also the Field of Dreams. When we were out at the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa in August, those guys conquered the doubles championship there and took away the hardwood. Nice bag there by Gary to split the difference.
Ooh,
Kaleb
popped
tries
right
to
over
do
the top
same,
of it.
and he slid right across the top of the hole and sits up on back out of play. And I hesitate to say a bag out of play for this guy because he's unbelievably skilled at bringing bags back in that aren't, but that one is definitely out of play. Gary's going to go ahead and take that middle. Oh, the universe goes ahead and takes that middle, not Gary.
He let out a big sigh of relief, sigh of relief when that one finally fell.
No question, no question.
And Isaac back to the blocker.
A little low blocker, and it's always a little bit low left. He's challenging Matt to outdo him, and he does just that with the airmail. There's a nice tumble bag, a little roll shot. Oh, and another airmail. Matt is an artist when it comes to those. Oh, look at that thing. That's just a tumbling run. Even Isaac can't believe that one went in. Up and over. Oh, yeah, airmail number 3. Clean it up. Now he doesn't have to airmail. He can just straight up the middle, and he does. Nice.
That was a great
nice
round.
8-bagger. That was really pretty to
Great
watch.
round.
Very nicely done.
That's exactly how both sides wanted to play that out.
And exactly what both their partners expected to see.
Kaleb a little bit more to the left than he wanted to be on that one.
Yep, Gary sets himself up nicely. If Kaleb is just going to clean that up, and he does a little scuba bag there on the backside, as does Gary.
Still has a little bit of work to bring. I guess
that.
not so much work after all. He got that right over.
And you know, Kaleb tends to be so good at doing that on his inside arm. When he's got that, he almost can always grab that bag. And there's another one, a nice 8-bagger right there.
And Kaleb has an inside and an outside cut shot. Not everybody has both. He's got both.
Yep. But his ability to pick up another bag that looks like it's out of play tends to come mostly when he's on the inside arm.
Good shot.
That's a great shot there to get around that.
Isaac maybe a little. Yeah, I think he's put that bag a little too far left to bring back.
Yep. That one's done. But he's going to continue to play a block game, which is interesting because that's typically the Kaleb play is the defense, and they let Isaac fire and offense. And boy, that's a mess right there for him. Now he's going to give Matt the opportunity to go in there. And he doesn't take advantage. I mean, he's going to move it, but he's not going to move it the way he could have moved it. 18-3 becomes 18-4. That's not going to get it done unless we're here till 2 or 3 in the morning.
And good luck, guys, but not that much good.
At
not
which
that
point,
much.
I will have said goodbye to you 6 or 8 hours earlier. I'm in down for the count, if you will, but you have freedom of
That's probably not a good idea.
clock management. Again, welcome to the American Cornhole Organization South Bend Major and Pro Series. It's Pro Series event number 3 as the majors continue throughout the course of season 18. We'll find ourselves at the Century Center Court here in South Bend, Indiana. I had an opportunity to walk around the beautiful Notre Dame campus. No matter what you think of the school, it's football or whatever, I'll tell you what, nobody built a campus like this one. Whew.
That is a lot of history in that campus.
Golly, it is really something, and so peaceful with everybody on break today, just walking around, just me and the trees and the Golden Dome. It was really quite something.
And no students.
Nobody to bother me. It was fantastic, but we've had a great weekend. Weather-wise, couldn't be better. The players have had a great time, and the hospitality is unmatched, as always, which is nice. Kaleb Hurt, Isaac Hurt up 18-4 on Gary Bearpaw and Matt Gammon for our ACO Doubles Championship match as they fought their way through both the winners and the losers bracket. And this is not necessarily a preordained outcome on 18 on 4. There is the opportunity for one of these teams to have a little bit of a BF, and next thing you know, it's over.
That's all it's going to take. One bad bag for Gary and Matt, and this game could be over.
That could be it. Isn't it weird that BF sounds worse than brain fart? I was going to say brain fart, but I went with BF, and that sounded worse. If you'd like to change your name, you're more than welcome to at this point to not be associated with this broadcast.
Good shot by Gary. Still leaves Kaleb with that.
That opportunity to clean up. That's going to
they're going to.
Oh boy!
One of them.
I thought they were both going to go. I think Gary should take this one with it. Yeah.
Oh no, he left it. Great shot.
Somehow it stayed stayed up there a little.
They should pick up at least 2 here, though. Yep.
Yeah, there it is. There's nicely done there. All right, so 18 on 4 becomes 18 on 6, and the game is not over. And the game is not over. That first bag back in the hand of Matt Gammon, coming out of the Bluegrass State, heading up here into northern Indiana. He has the opportunity to drop one in, but still not the ability to avoid the blocker bag there from Isaac Hurt, who's going to lay a low blocker that he knows he can push hard and clean up just like that. I'll tell you what, we talk about how we feel like we're smart because we know what they're going to do. We're smart because they do the thing we think they should do, and they do it every time.
We've watched them long enough to be smart enough at their game.
Ooh. Well, a little body English there from Kaleb, and just to make sure that they got to that 20 spot. And this is the most dangerous number in Cornhole, is it not?
We've talked about it many times.
So you tell me, I mean, you've played, whether it's been at the campground or on center court. Is the first point or the 21st point the hardest one to get?
I've never got either one. I don't know.
Hey, get Tracy, get your wife over here. Let me talk to her. I've talked to Philip about that a number of times. He goes, both. They're equally difficult.
Oh, Phil is acting like he knows what he's talking about.
Well, that's why he's not here. He's still playing. Although I think I saw him out of my periphery, so it might be night over.
I think he's probably in the back room over there taking a nap. He was out hours ago.
Yeah, that's true. The missing sipping ninja. So 20 on 6. He still holds. We're hearing from the truck that Philip Barnett is still alive in the singles play. He's 1-0, so that's good. I'm sure I'll hear all about that here after this game is wrapped up. But 20 on 6 is not a foregone conclusion.
Fans can push this up.
Maybe now.
Ooh, followed it. Monkey see, monkey do.
And we see that so often. Even when no mistakes have been made.
Oh, he could still push this, though.
Oh, he's going to come look at this. Is going to be a rocket. There it is. Oh. It's like that claw.
Matt's got to pull this just to stay at a wash.
He's going to have to try hard and lay it up, and he doesn't do it, and that's going to do it. All right. We have new doubles champions. Well, we have the same doubles champions as we've had in the past, but these doubles champions go by the name of Isaac and Kaleb Hurt. Congratulations to Matt Gammon and Gary Bearpaw for yet another fantastic match. We're going to see if we can get these boys up here to spend a moment with us. Come on up here. Come on over here. You know how this works. Don't pretend you've never been over here in the winner's circle. Here's the funny thing. Here's what's so funny about having you guys come over here and strap these headsets on. They're probably more comfortable on your heads than they've become on our heads. You're so used to, you're probably over here more than we are now at this point. So what size is the second barn you're going to have to build to put all your trophies up? That's my question.
It's going to have to be big.
Yeah.
We're running out of wall space.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. Last night you two battled in the Pro Series, and Isaac, you're able to keep Kaleb from getting the three-peat, but that doesn't mean – I asked him last night. I said, okay, there's 7 left. Which one of you is going to win 4 and which one of you is going to win 3? He said he's going to win all 7. So now that's just a throwdown to you. Maybe he didn't say that. Maybe I'm just trying to create some family drama around the dinner table. But let's talk a little bit about this doubles match. You two and Rich and I talked about this. You complement each other perfectly in your game. If you decide to lay more of a defensive game, you know he's coming in with the power and he's going to do this. But we watched you kind of switch roles a little bit tonight when you needed to against Gary. How'd that go?
We played a little bit of a dirty game, like pretty much all day, honestly. Like just a lot of people we played today relying on the slick bags like that and just that block in front of the hole. They seem to struggle a little bit with it. And last night when I played Gary, that's how I played him. So that was what I was trying to do. I was just trying to hold him down, and hopefully Isaac could score on the other end maybe. But
yeah. Now I saw a lot of body English on your, like Isaac, you were firing like from the hip, and I saw a lot of body English from Kaleb, like, come on. But were you playing the game you wanted to play, or were you just as a little bit reckless?
I mean, I was just trying to block an airmail because my airmails were hitting.
Oh, they're lethal, I've heard.
Lethal.
You know who I heard that
Lethal.
from? You. But you did it. I mean, you look at that score. You can't argue with that score. You guys jumped out quick. I mean, Rich was pointing out a lot of different nuances in your game, and as soon as he mentioned nuance, he came in with brute force.
Yeah. Well, I did notice one thing about this game, which I really appreciated from the both of you being brothers and playing with each other so much, is when there was a shot you weren't sure of. There was a couple of different options that you could choose. You called down to your partner and said, which one should I choose? And they told you which one to shoot. And then when you shot that, if you missed it, you blamed it on your partner.
Yeah.
Seems like that's something that you guys have probably learned as playing against or with each other so many
It
times.
happened a few times today, yeah.
Well, you worked your way through what is a very talented field, both in doubles all through the day yesterday in the Pro Series. Everybody always says, well, if you want to quit seeing them on center court, all you got to do is beat them. And we have to say the same thing again. I think what we're going to do is probably Philip and I and Rich and I are just going to give up these seats. You guys, we're just going to put lavalier mics on. You can call your own matches. We can go home early. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
You guys ready for that? All right. So that prize money, he said he's already got more trucks than he has driver's licenses. He said something else is going to come along. What are you going to do with the additional do-re-mi?
I don't know. Buy a house maybe.
Buy a house maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Where's it going to be? How 2-3 feet from mom and dad's house?
Nah.
How far?
It'll
away?
have to be farther than that.
Or just help somebody just build it out there and just bury it in the backyard. I'll come help you. I got the mayonnaise jars. We'll make it happen. Well, I'll tell you what, time and time again, it is our pleasure to congratulate the Hurt Locker, Isaac, Kaleb Hurt, as champions once again here in South Bend, Indiana. We are here at the Century Center Court. These guys are the kings of center court. We'll find out how long that's going to last. Will it take us all the way through Owensboro, Kentucky? We'll find out. Congratulations,
Thank
my
you.
friend. Nicely done. Well done. All right. I don't think it's the last time you'll see him here on this other couple of headsets, but on behalf of Rich Pyle and myself, who are wearing the headsets until Philip Barnett gets bounced out of singles, we appreciate the opportunity to host the second best seats in the house.
Take that, Phillip.
Here. Oh, is he 2-0?
Until you
You're
play
2-0? What? I don't even know. Is that good? I'm guessing that's good. I don't play. I don't know. I'm guessing that's good. 2-0. All right. Well, very good. We brought our own Golden Dome to Notre Dame, the home of Notre Dame right here. He may or may not be back. The better he does, the more Rich Pyle you're going to see here on Center Court. South Bend, Indiana, at the Pro Series number 3 for the ACO. More later here on Center Court on the ACO Digital Network.